If there is one thing na meron si Coronis Global Health Services, ano yun?
That's easy. They have me.
So how much can you share to us your monthly salary?
We are in the private sector,
Mm-hmm.
and my salary is twice as that of what the president of the Philippines make.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how it is.
Hi, I'm Sam Pascual and this is TCP. Together, we sit down with chartered professionals to bring you candid conversations, uncover the stories of their career and keys to their success. So, what we have today is a seasoned human resource professional who held prominent leadership roles in the Philippines healthcare BPO, serving as the country director for Coronis Health Global Services, and a very good friend of mine, Marvin Rodriguez.
Hey Sam, good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for having me on the pilot episode of TCP.
Okay, so before anything else, Marvin, how are you feeling today?
I'm good. I'm good. Actually, there's traffic, but that's part of our lives.
You know, I'm so thankful kasi alam ko sobrang busy ng schedule mo, but pinilit mo tong interview na to na pumunta dito. So before we start with the serious part, let's kick it off. So I have some rapid questions.
Sure.
So medyo to ha, walang explanation to.
Fire
So
away.
cash or card,
Card.
beach or mountain,
Mountain.
strict budget or spend freely.
Spend freely.
Okay, luxury car or high-end watch,
Luxury car.
golf or tennis,
Tennis.
fine dining or lutong bahay,
Fine dining.
private chef or personal trainer,
Personal trainer.
work hard or work smart,
Work smart.
love or success.
Success.
Okay. As a country director, what do you actually do?
Well, we make things possible.
Mhm.
I could actually answer that question with what goes on in the resume, but the truth is, a country director for human resources basically makes sure that the company never stops working.
Okay,
That's
so
what I do.
can you describe your role and responsibilities?
On paper, human resources practitioners would say that we take care of people.
Mm-hmm.
But the truth is, we take care of the business. And our business is the people.
Of course, I can relate to that actually. So let's talk about your early years. Paano ka nag-start as country director?
Early years, so that means that's 2002.
Mm-hmm.
So immediately after graduation, I got hired.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, my professor in college hired me. So I never have to really pass on resumes and apply for jobs because even before graduating, I already know that I would have a job. So that's how I started. I started as a HR assistant for a ports company in Manila.
Okay. So I'm pretty sure being a director, syempre may journey ka becoming of who you are today. Can you share that with us?
It's going to be I would say, is it a slow burn? Not necessarily. I'm 43 years old and I've held various positions in various industries, both here and abroad. So that's how it's built. Of course, I started from scratch. I'm not the child of the owner. So I started as an HR assistant, going down to become an HR manager, a senior HR officer, an HR director, all the titles that you could think of. I held positions globally, regionally, and now this is my current stint, which I think would be for keeps. The
Okay.
country director of human resources and administration for Coronis Health. We are an RCM company, so we take care of healthcare needs of our patients and customers all in the US. So we basically operate 24 by 5 and we do clinical denials, we do billing, we do appeals nurses, we do medical coding. So everything about RCM, that's what Coronis Health is all about.
Okay, so most likely, ito yung dream company mo.
Dream company. That's actually a very big word. And honestly, I don't think any person would have a dream company. They would have dreams, right? They would have sort of these are the roles that I wanted to. these are the companies that I would work for, I would say that wherever you might be, that's probably the best fit for you. I don't believe in
Mhm.
a dream company. You basically have to work to make whatever situation you are in as the best
Mhm.
possible
Mhm.
workplace for you.
All right. So of course, I made my research. Actually, Coronis is very prominent din no sa BPO industry. So my question would be how much this company earns on a monthly basis. What do you think?
This is a global company.
Okay.
We operate in the US, in
Mhm.
India, and in the Philippines. All in all, the total strength of Coronis Health globally would be at 17,000.
Mhm.
That's how big we are. And I wouldn't know how much we earn,
Exactly.
exactly how much we earn, because I would know the Philippines, but I wouldn't know about the US or India operations, which is basically the biggest ones, because the Philippine operations is our smallest, and we are earning millions, hundreds of millions of
Mhm.
dollars.
Mhm. So it pretty much a big company. So well, question would be if there is one thing na meron si Coronis Global Health Services, ano yun?
That's easy. They have me. No other company have that.
Okay. So, yun nga, can you elaborate? Bakit kailangang bakit masasabi natin na if there is one thing na meron ngayon si Coronis, bakit si Marvin Rodriguez?
I've always believed that there is no perfect employee. There is no
Mhm.
perfect company. These two should marry each other and complement each other. In every company that I work for, I've been connected with the biggest ones in the world, the biggest food company, the biggest pharmaceutical company, the biggest BPO in the world. And I always think that the passion that you put into the work, the ethic that you put into the work, that makes you suited for it.
Mhm.
That's why I keep on saying every company would be lucky to have an employee who is very much motivated.
So, yeah, if I may ask, how long have you been with Coronis pala?
This is my longest. I've been with Coronis for almost 6 years now.
So, what made you stay, Marvin?
It's the people. It's the people. It's the responsibility. It's the level
Mhm.
of what do you call it, freedom that I
But
get to.
is salary one of the big
Of
factors that
course,
made you stay?
that's why we work.
So, how much can you share to us your monthly salary?
Well, we are in this studio, Bagong Pilipinas Studios, and I would say that uh, we are in the private sector,
Mhm.
and my my salary is twice as that of what the president of the Philippines make.
Mhm.
So that's how it is.
Okay. No, next question would be, of course, magkaibigan naman tayo. So, most likely, meron tayong aspeto ng pagiging mayaman. So, can you describe how wealthy Marvin Rodriguez is?
I wouldn't say much. I wouldn't say much,
Mhm.
but I've always been comfortable all my life.
Mhm.
My family is not that wealthy, but I was never hungry all
Mhm.
my life. I get to study in the best schools, get to do the best jobs.
Mhm.
In terms of wealth, how would you really define wealth as it is? Is it with how much money you make, with how much you get, or how happy you are?
Mhm.
So I would say that I'm quite in a comfortable place.
So, ito na lang. With your current salary, uulitin ko to, Marvin. What do you think is the most expensive thing you ever buy or you can buy with your salary?
The most expensive thing that I ever bought would be pieces of real estate. Right now, with my net worth, if I would put it all together, I could probably buy this building.
Okay. Okay. So, okay, next question. So, we're good with your salary, with how wealthy Marvin Rodriguez is. So, what is the most really is underrated skill for a country director?
Empathy, because you have to understand your people. You
Mm-hmm.
have to go through the process of making yourselves known to them and you knowing them.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm a human resources practitioner, and I would know that the best asset at the company is never their product.
Mm-hmm.
It is the people that make things work.
Mm-hmm.
And that is why empathy is very critical. It's very
Mm-hmm.
crucial, because you might know your numbers, but if
Mm-hmm.
you are not able to motivate your people,
Mhm.
your numbers would come crashing down.
Yeah, I understand empathy. Actually, for the sake of our viewers, how would you define empathy? Kasi for me, parang do you have to really attach
Mhm.
yourself to the employees? In what terms or in
Not
what sense?
necessarily attached, and not the emotional side of it, not the mushy stuff,
Mm,
but in our lives, we make difficult decisions every
mhm,
day. Where to put investments? How much money do we take out? How many
mhm,
employees should go to somewhere? Do
mhm.
we shut down business? Do we shut down operations? These are very difficult decisions, and we do that every day. So, for you to be able to make the right ones, make sure that you understand your business, you understand your
Mhm.
people, so that you would know what is really that best decision that would make the company sustainable. Because
Okay.
sustainability is the essence
Mhm.
of a good leader in a corporate setting.
Okay, so on a personal note, Marvin, do you believe there are flaws in our corporate systems
A lot.
that you would like to
A
correct?
lot, a lot. Well, we're humans, right? And
Mhm.
there is no perfect system for us. I have issues with taxation. Um, so that's regulation. But in general, I think the Philippine corporate setting in the industry that I'm working in or I'm connected with, we are slowly losing our edge over
Mhm.
our neighbors, and it's the skyrocketing of the labor arbitrage.
Mhm.
That's our biggest concern, and I would hope that the industry would really sit down and decide what's best for us in the long run, because we are the cost of human resources in our country is getting so high
Mhm.
that our neighbors would basically get the business from us. Vietnam, India, Indonesia, Malaysia, Southeast Asia, the whole of it, they have programs that would really entice
Mhm.
investors. So that's something that needs to be worked on
Mhm.
in the corporate sector.
Can you cite an example? Of course, you've been with Coronis for almost 6 years. If there is one thing that you were able to correct or you were able to somehow, align, ano yun? Ano ba
Whenever
yung
I
mga
joined
na-enhance or
a
na...
company, it's the usual thing that a leader would do is to change things.
Mhm.
I didn't. I basically sit down, talk to people, understand the business, and see what's working and what's not, so
Mhm.
that I'll be able to make an informed decision for the
Mhm.
benefit of the company. Because the problem with some corporate leaders is that they immediately wanted to make a statement. They
Mhm.
immediately wanted to make a mark, whereas that's just vanity, if you
Mhm.
would ask me. For you to be really a good leader, understand the business first. And so what I did for the first couple of months, I talked to everyone. I understand the clients that we are having. I understand the pain points. And that is why we are making bolder and bolder decisions as time goes by. Did you know that our biggest cost when it comes to benefits administration is the same amount as in 2019 as to now, and
Mhm.
today is already 2025. So imagine, given the inflation, but our cost of benefits is basically just the same.
Mm.
And that is the beauty of really understanding your business and
Okay.
not really making any bold decisions at the onset.
Correct. Given the dynamics of the industry as
Mhm.
well, and most likely as you've dealt you've dealt people in your company. So I think one of the factors should be setting expectations now.
Setting
It's
expectations
as a
and
country director, of course, you have your top management and
mhm.
you have your people who works for you. So i-
Well, you'll
is
have to approach it in different lenses, because
Mhm.
these are the people, the owners. These are different stakeholders. All of them are stakeholders, but they have a different need.
Mhm.
What is the need of the owners? Of
Mhm.
course, business growth. What is the need of the people, of the employee? Sustainability, stability, uh, uh, good benefits, career progression. So you
Mhm.
have to answer that at any given point in time.
Mhm.